practice for arrays and pointers. Again, for pointers, all you have to know is exactly kind of what we're going to be doing in this practice. So let's just go over this for the test tomorrow. Number one, we have an array of doubles, an array of decimal numbers called grades, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 decimal numbers in the array. Now they're indexed starting at 0. So this guy's index 0, this guy's index 1, this guy's index 2, index 3, index 4. 5 decimal numbers, index 0 to 4. So I want to see out grades index 3. Well, that's 0, 1, 2, 3. That's 6.7. Okay, the answers are down below on this. So I'm just explaining how to output them. Grades index 0, that's this guy, 90.9. Grades index 5, well, there's no index 5. There are 5 doubles, but there's no index 5, 6, 7, or 8, or whatever. So this would be an error. Declare an array of 5 characters and name it letters. Assign the third element, that's index 2, to the letter T. So you're going to say char letters, right? And then a 5 in brackets, right? Char letters, a 5 in brackets. And then we want to assign the third element, that's index 2, to the character T. Letters index 2 equals T. Declare and assign, using an initializer list, an array of 5 decimal numbers, right? I didn't tell you what to call it, so you can call it anything you want. So you can say, yeah, well, you have to say double because it's decimal numbers. And then maybe you want to call it X. Then you have well, you don't have to put the number into brackets if you're going to use an initializer list. So we can say double, brackets, nothing in there, X equals, and then squigglies, and then any numbers you want, as long as there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers in there, right? Number 3, declare and directly assign, one at a time, an array of 3 integers. So we want to make the array, right, int, and then some name that you give it. I didn't tell you what to name it. And then brackets with the 3 in there. And then we say, let's say we name it M, right? Then we're going to say M index 0 equals some integer, colon, M index 1 equals some integer, and then M index 2 equals some integer. That's 3 integers, index 0 to 2. The next one, we want to output the second element. Well, you want to use the array name here. You don't want to output 9, right? Although that is the second element, I want you to use the array name. So number 5 is outputting the second the second element of the array from number 4. That's this guy. All right, well, what will be the output of the following snippet of code, right? Well, we have int nums, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 integers, index 0 to 6. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we want nums index 1, well, that's 0, 1, that's 12, minus nums index 6. Index 6 is 13. 12 minus 13, negative 1. That's this guy. The second one, nums index 0 is 5. 5 mod 2, right? That's the remainder operator. 2 goes into 5 2 times. That's 4. We have 1 left over. So this is 1. Nums index 2, 0, 1, 2 is 11, times nums index 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, that's 2. 11 times 2 is 22. So this one's going to be 22. And then nums index 6, which is 13. Divided by, now these are integers, don't forget, divided by nums index 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 13 divided by 5 is 2, right? 5 goes into 13 2 whole times. These are integers, so it's going to do integer division, so that's index 2. All right, the next one. Int temps 10, so we have 10 integers. This is going to go through, A is going to be 0, right? And then it's going to increase by 1. So we're going to see in temps index 0, then temps index 1, then temps index 2, and so forth. So we're going to say, assume the person entered these 10 numbers, right? This is index 0 to 9. So that's that, if we get them in. So temps is filled right now. we're going to do another loop. We're going to start A at 0. Well, 0 is less than 6, yes. So we're going to output temps index 0, which is 50. So 50 outputs first. A becomes 0 plus 3, 3. 3 is less than 6, yes. Temps index 3, 0, 1, 2, 3 is 25. A becomes 3 plus 3, 6. Well, 6 is not less than 6, so we're done. There's no code under here, so 50 and 25 is the answer. All right. A bunch of questions about pointers. Now just follow along with this, because this is all you have to know for the test. This stuff right here exactly. Right? I might change a type here or something, but... So a pointer is what type of data? It's a memory location. That's it. Number 9. What base or type of number system is a memory location given in? It's given in base 16. Okay, it's also called hexadecimal if you want to write that. 10. Declare a pointer called X that will point to a character, right? That's char and then star X, right? If I was going to point to an integer, I would say int star X. If I was going to point to a decimal number, I would say double star X. Declare a character called B and assign it the value of P. Well, nothing new for this question. You've been doing this all along, right? If I said an integer, if I said declare an int called B or whatever, and make it a value something in M equals 2 or 3 or whatever, right? Nothing new there. You've been doing that. You're doing that for 2 months. Now, write a line of code that has a pointer for number 10, point to 11. You're going to point the pointer here, X, and point it to the memory address of B. Remember, the ampersand, this guy means literally the address of. So we're simply going to say X equals the memory address, memory location of B. That's it. You take the variable here and say equals ampersand the variable here. Nothing new for the test. All right, write 2 different lines of code that will output the variable, the value of the variable for number 11. Okay, well, you guys know how to just do that. Nothing new there. You've been doing that for 2 months. Well, we can also use the pointer, right? Well, if I say X, that's going to output the memory location that B lives in. So we're going to do something called dereferencing. All that does is extract what's in that memory location. In this case, this would be P for both of these, right? B has the value of P, capital P. Dereferencing the pointer that this guy points to B is also the capital letter P. And finally, write 2 lines of code that will output the memory location for number 11. Well, the pointer is the memory location, so we can see out X. But we know that ampersand means the memory location of, so we can just say the memory location of B. And that's it.